Hello, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. I just finished the fight and fighting rifle at Tactical Response. And it's time for a call to Patriots update. Now, many people on this channel actually discovered this channel through my original Call to Patriots series videos. And I saw prices and availability on ARs that were unprecedented. They were below value drastically. There was a surplus, a vast surplus of AR parts and components from the buildup from the Hillary Trump election. I was not really an AR-15 guy. I, as a general rule, stand more on the battle rifle side of things for the small unit tactics Patriot. I think that the battle rifle is a superior category of firearm for defending your life and staying alive. However, I started this series because not only did I see that we were in a golden age for just a second, my dog's trying to eat some random poop. Or is it a stick? No, it's a turd. Stay away from that. My apologies. I saw, okay, so here's the deal. People believe that we are seeing price gouging and inflated prices right now. We are not. Magazines are up to $13 a mag for a Gen 2 P mag, 30 round AR-15 mag. And ammo's a little bit hard to come by, so I'm not even going to quote a price on it right now. But it's currently feeling like a pretty good deal to find brass case 223 or 556 at 50 cents a round or less. And again, I'm here to tell you that those are not inflated prices. That is not price gouging. What we are seeing is the end of oversupply. However, as we come closer to standard prices, what I'm going to tell you is that they will not be sticking around very long. Again, it is a time to buy. It looks expensive. It is expensive. It may be hard to justify, but there will be a time where you look at anywhere from 50 cents a shot to 70 cents a shot, 223 or 556, and you'll think, man, I wish I'd spent every cent that I had on it. And it's coming soon. There will be a time where you look at $13 PMags and think, I wish I'd spent every cent that I had on these PMags, and it's coming soon. And I also want you to consider how much you need, because in my opinion, the average person feels the need to have an AR, maybe 7 mags of ammo, a few accessories to make them feel like their AR is cool, and a few hundred rounds of ammo. I would say that's fairly standard. Now, you may want to consider changing your priorities. Through day one of fighting rifle, I shot my Palmetto State Armory complete built AR, not one of the premium ARs, just a complete PSA AR, and it performed fantastically. I ran it with steel case ammo. Don't do that. I was on the steel case train, and I learned better. If you have steel cased ammo, in my opinion, it's absolutely fine for some plinking, some hunting, some target shooting, but do not, Dex, what did I tell you about that turd? Do not take it to training, because it is, it looks like a good idea to save some money and go get some training and bring steel case to run through your AR. However, you got to think of the investment that you're putting in. It's a lot like hunting and optics. Let's say you have $500 for your class. You put $200 aside for a hotel room. You've got $100 to $200 aside for gas, and you have $100 aside for food, and then your ammo. Whether you spend on 1,500 rounds, whether you spend $750 on brass or $600 on steel case, that steel case might be looking fairly attractive to you. However, if your steel case, you shoot your gun hot, leave a round in the chamber, it will glue itself in that chamber. Whether it's the lacquer that is melting and then, no, Dex, and then hardening in there, whether it's the expansion of steel as opposed to brass, I don't care what the reason is. It's going to glue itself in there, and it doesn't matter if you're running a PSA or a Daniel Defense or a LaRue or LWR, whatever. Don't care. Lewis machine tool, whatever. It's going to glue itself in there, especially once it's dirty, and especially if you get it really hot. So you've got to go and bust that case out now with a rod down the barrel, because your extractor's not going to yank it out. And if you miss some important parts of training, let's say that you're doing it the whole time, you didn't bring any brass. If you miss important parts of your training, you may have just wasted your entire investment. Kind of like the guy that goes on the hunting trip of a lifetime with a cheap Tasco scope, and either his scope fogs up so bad that he can't see through it, or he loses zero and misses the trophy of a lifetime that he's going after. You just wasted your entire investment to save a couple of bucks. Being cheap does not pay when it comes to being below the acceptable level of quality. And in the case of training, brass is the acceptable level of quality for an AR in a training class. I'm getting way off point. Right now, guys, think. First off, everybody's saying, I don't want to go to class because ammo is expensive. I understand that so intimately that I almost can't communicate how much I understand that. However, you having 1,000 rounds of ammo stocked up in the basement, probably not ready to go anyways, will not do you as much good as a single combat loadout or even a single magazine, and you know what you're doing. Because you dying right off the bat, that ammo's not going to do you or your family any good. And I can't express enough to you, even if you are prior military, how bad you need to get out and train. Seriously. Seriously. So you have to get out there and train. The other thing is you need to get out there and train so that you can train the people that you love about. So at this point, it's the time to consider whether you should buy once, cry once, and get a $1,500 rifle and a $500 red dot, and then the 40, 50, 60 mags and the ammo that's required, the sling and everything else. Do you get that Gucci loadout? Or do you get 4 to 5 PSA grade rifles, learn how the AR works, take them out, run them, find out if they have any deficiencies, and potentially look at arming yourself and your children and your family and having enough ammo not only to train them and to hunt in the future, but still to fight afterwards. So it's funny, a lot of my videos where I review my less expensive gear get a lot of pours comments. And yet the people making those comments don't realize that not only do I have probably more expensive rifles than they do, but they don't understand the cost of kitting out multiple rifles exactly the same. And this is likely where you should be thinking, because the chances are your children will not have the opportunities that you have right now. Stuff's getting real, guys. And I am telling you, it's the time. It's the time to train to the point where, if you are the average person who wants to train is putting off, it is literally time. Hopefully you're out of debt to put that crap on a credit card. And it's shocking for those words to come out of my mouth. But people don't mind putting some rims on a credit card. Seriously. Like, I have friends and subscribers have commented like, dude, we're tired of hearing about training. Like, if you go to a tactical response class and you don't screw up, I will pay for your class. Plain and simple. Like, take fighting pistol, then take the fight. If you do all the scenarios perfectly, I'll cover your class. Because you won't. You will leave that class with a good understanding of what you screwed up, how to do it right, and if you take the class a second time, you'll screw up. Not because it's specifically necessarily designed to make you screw up, but because you're human. Things aren't gonna go perfect like you think they will. And then if you find yourself in a real situation, even if you come out alive and well, which is a win, when you think back, even if you don't see that video footage, you'll see things that you could have done better. So, but if you haven't gotten training, I'm telling you, even if you are military, even if you have a combat deployment, they do not train you for small unit tactics, and they do not train you for the type of combat that you think is coming. Anyways, if you would like to, you can support the channel using the links in the description box below. Beach and Tactical is my rifle sling business. Exodus Knife and Tools, my knife business. I have affiliate links for Palmetto State Armory, Primary Arms, and Brownells. If you want to buy anything from any of them, you can use my link, and I'll get a small kickback for that. Won't cost you anything extra. I have a Patreon where you can support the channel directly. Like, if you came here because of the Call to Patriots series, I told you that this was going to happen. I am telling you that's going to happen. Like, take it really serious right now. I'll talk to you in the comment section below, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.